Senior 7 signs predicting how long you'll live after 70. Life after 60 today. How long will you live after 70? These 7 signs might tell you more than any doctor. Have you ever caught yourself wondering, not just casually, but in a quiet moment, how much time you really have left? It's a question that becomes harder to ignore once we step into our 70s, because after a certain age, time feels more real, more valuable, and every year, every season, every step becomes something we notice. But what if I told you that your body might already be sending you clues? Not in loud, dramatic ways, but in quiet signs. Subtle signals that could actually hint at how many strong, healthy years you may still have ahead. In this video, we're going to uncover 7 specific signs that doctors and researchers have identified in people who tend to live longer, healthier lives after the age of 70. These are not myths. They're science-backed indicators. These signs aren't based on guesses, old wives' tales, or motivational fluff. They're grounded in decades of medical research, real-world clinical observations, and population studies across the world, from Japan to Europe to right here in the US. And once you learn how to read these signals in your own body, you'll be better equipped to make smarter choices, catch potential issues early, and build a lifestyle that helps you not just live longer, but live better. So stay with me until the end, because you might be overlooking small things that, if caught early, could have a huge impact on your quality of life in the years to come. The clock isn't just ticking, it's whispering. For many of us, life after 70 becomes less about doing more and more about making the most of what matters. Maybe you felt that shift, the value of a peaceful morning, the comfort of routine, the subtle joy of still being able to do things others can't, and maybe, just maybe you've asked, how long can I keep this up? Is my body trying to tell me something? What does healthy aging really look like for me? Let's begin with one of the clearest and most overlooked signs of longevity. Sign 1, your walking speed. Believe it or not, one of the strongest indicators of how long you may live after 70 isn't written in your DNA. It's not hidden in your blood work or your medication list. It's something far simpler, far more immediate, and something you can assess today without any tests or doctor visits: your walking speed. Why walking speed matters more than you think. Multiple studies, including those published in JAMA and research out of the University of Pittsburgh, have found that walking pace is a powerful predictor of lifespan, especially in older adults. And here's what they discovered. Seniors who maintain a steady, brisk walking speed, even if only for short daily walks, tend to live longer, healthier lives than those who slow down significantly. But why? Because your walking speed is connected to multiple systems in your body, including muscle strength, balance and coordination, cardiovascular health, lung capacity, and even brain function. Picture 2 men, Joe and Frank. Both are 75. Both have worked hard their whole lives. But today, their bodies are telling 2 different stories. Joe walks every morning, rain or shine. He keeps a steady, comfortable pace, nothing fancy, but when he crosses the street, he doesn't hesitate. He doesn't need to hold on to a railing. His stride is confident. His breathing is calm. He's in sync with his body. Frank, on the other hand, was once active, but in recent years, he's slowed down. Walking tires him out. He needs to rest often. Sometimes he feels a little off balance and avoids uneven paths. He holds railings on stairs. He avoids crowds. And he feels that difference every single day. What the science says. In Joe's case, his walking speed is not just a habit, it's a reflection of his internal systems working in harmony. It tells us his heart is pumping efficiently, his muscles are still strong and responsive, his balance system is firing properly, his brain is managing signals without delay. Frank's slower pace isn't just about energy, it may indicate decreased muscle mass, sarcopenia, reduced lung capacity, lowered coordination, or even early-stage cognitive slowdown. None of this means Joe is better, but it does highlight something powerful. How you move through the world can quietly show how much life your body has left to give. Try this, the simple walking test. If you want to check your own walking speed, here's a quick self-test. Go outside or find a flat hallway. Mark a distance of 15 feet, about 4.5 meters. Time how long it takes you to walk that distance at your normal pace. If you walk faster than 0.8 meters per second, about 2.6 feet per second, research shows you're in the lower risk zone for age-related decline. If you're slower, don't panic. This isn't a final verdict. It's a wake-up call and a starting point for action. What this means for you: your walking pace isn't just about fitness. It's a window into your biological age. And the best part, it's changeable. Walking more, even just a little bit every day, can improve heart health, stimulate brain function, increase leg strength, and help you maintain independence well into your 80s or 90s. In the next part of this video, we'll uncover sign 2, another subtle yet powerful indicator that researchers say may predict how long you'll stay mentally sharp and physically active as you age. We just talked about how your walking speed can quietly reflect your inner strength, but it's not the only movement that matters. Another part of your body, your hands, might be giving away just as much about your future as your legs. Sign 2, grip strength. What your hands say about your longevity. It may sound surprising, but your grip strength, yes, something as simple as the firmness of your handshake can offer powerful insight into your overall health and life expectancy. A strong, steady grip is often a sign of healthy muscle mass, strong nervous system function, good circulation, and a body that still responds well to effort. Meet Robert and Walter, same age, different paths. Let's look at 2 real-life examples. Robert, age 78, was always known for his confident handshake. He stayed active, lifted light weights, and could open any jar in the kitchen without thinking twice. He carried his own groceries, helped neighbors move small furniture, and never thought twice about reaching for a full kettle or a heavy box. Walter, also 78, began to notice things were changing. Tightening a water bottle cap felt harder. Carrying a grocery bag made his arms ache. He started relying on others for small tasks, not because of pain, but because things just didn't feel as easy anymore. Walter brushed it off as normal aging, not realizing that his weakening grip was actually a red flag, a subtle sign that his muscle strength was fading, and with it, his independence and mobility. The link between grip strength and life expectancy. According to numerous studies, including research published in The Lancet and by the National Institute on Aging, low grip strength is closely associated with increased risk of falls, greater likelihood of frailty and hospitalization, and even a shorter lifespan regardless of other health factors. That's because your hands are often a reflection of your overall muscle tone. When grip strength goes, it often means other muscles are weakening too. And the more strength you lose across your body, the harder it becomes to stay mobile, recover from illness or injury, and maintain the energy needed for an active, independent life. What you can do about it. Here's the good news. You can rebuild grip strength, and you don't need fancy equipment to do it. Try these simple habits. Squeeze a tennis ball or soft rubber ball for 10-15 reps per hand daily. Use hand grippers or stress balls while watching TV. Carry light grocery bags or handheld weights around the house. Practice opening jars or bottle caps slowly with control, not force. Even 5 minutes a day can help reignite your muscle memory and rebuild lost strength. So, next time you shake someone's hand or reach for that pickle jar, ask yourself, do I still feel strong here, or has something changed? Because how well you hold on today might say something about how long you'll hold on tomorrow. Sign 3, balance. The 10-second test that says a lot. Let's move from the hands to the feet. And more specifically, can you stand on one leg for at least 10 seconds without holding on? Most people don't think much about balance until it starts to slip away, but studies from Brazilian researchers and the British Journal of Sports Medicine suggest this simple act of balance is one of the most reliable predictors of longevity after age 70. 2 women, one simple test meet. Carol and Nancy, both in their early 70s. Carol walks every day, attends a weekly yoga class, and enjoys gardening. When asked to stand on one foot, she lifts her leg with ease, arms by her sides, holds the pose with a steady gaze, and smiles. Nancy, on the other hand, hasn't paid much attention to balance over the years. When she tries to lift one foot, she begins to sway within seconds. She quickly reaches for a wall or chair to stabilize herself. She laughs it off. But inside, she wonders, when did that get so hard? What loss of balance really means. Balance isn't just about preventing falls. It's deeply tied to your nervous system's ability to respond, your muscle coordination and core strength, and even your cognitive health. Yes, balance and brain health are closely linked. Struggling to balance can be a subtle sign of slowed reflexes, weakened core muscles, or the early signs of neurological decline. And when balance starts to go, so often does confidence in walking outside, the ability to climb stairs, and the freedom to move without fear. What you can do today: test yourself. No equipment needed. Stand near a wall or counter. Lift one foot slightly off the ground. See if you can hold the position for at least 10 seconds. Can you? If yes, fantastic, keep practicing. If not, don't panic. Balance can be improved at any age with Tai Chi or yoga, heel-to-toe walking, or simply standing on one leg while brushing your teeth. The goal isn't perfection, it's progress. And sometimes that quiet wobble is your body's way of whispering, "Hey, let's work on this before we lose it." Losing balance isn't just an inconvenience, it's a signal. And if your body is struggling to stay steady, it's often your brain, your muscles, and your nerves quietly calling for attention. Sign 3, your ability to balance on one leg. If you can't stand on one leg for at least 10 seconds, it's more than just a matter of coordination. It's a reflection of how your whole body is aging. You see, balance isn't just about your legs. It's about how well your muscles respond, how sharp your nervous system is, and how clearly your brain communicates with your body. And as researchers continue to observe, the ability to maintain balance, especially in older adults, is one of the strongest predictors of how long you'll live independently and safely. Small wobbles, big warnings. If you've noticed yourself feeling unsteady while turning quickly, reaching out to walls or furniture for support, or hesitating before stepping off a curb or climbing stairs, don't ignore it. That instability may be subtle now, but it's often the first warning sign that your reflexes are slowing, your muscles are weakening, and your risk of falls or injury is increasing. Balance can be rebuilt one step at a time. The good news: balance is one of the most trainable physical skills even after 70. Simple daily movements can help. Try standing on one leg while brushing your teeth. Practice walking heel to toe in a straight line. Explore gentle exercises like Tai Chi or basic yoga poses. These aren't just nice to do practices. They actively retrain your brain, strengthen your stabilizing muscles, and boost your confidence in everyday movements. Try this right now. Go ahead wherever you are. Stand up. Hold on to a wall if needed. Lift one foot a few inches off the ground. Can you hold it for 10 full seconds? If yes, great. You're on the right track. If not, don't panic, but don't dismiss it either. Because the more you practice today, the more stable, mobile, and injury-resistant you'll be in the years to come. Oh, sign 4, your sleeping patterns. Let's shift gears to something even more overlooked. Your sleep. Sleep isn't just a way to recharge. It's when your body repairs cells, clears toxins from the brain, regulates hormones, and strengthens your immune system. In fact, multiple studies show that consistent, high-quality sleep is closely linked to longevity, especially after 70. Two men, two very different mornings. Henry and Bill are both in their mid-70s. Henry has a regular bedtime. He gets about 7 hours of sleep each night, wakes up naturally, and starts his day with clarity and energy. Bill, on the other hand, struggles with restless nights. He wakes up multiple times, tosses and turns, sometimes lies in bed for hours watching the clock. Over time, here's what happens. Henry's body continues to function well. His memory stays sharp. His mood remains steady. But Bill, he begins to notice brain fog, daytime fatigue, irritability, and even elevated blood pressure, all of which can be traced back to declining sleep quality. Your sleep reflects and affects your health. If you're waking up exhausted even after 7 or 8 hours, if you're tossing and turning or lying awake longer than usual, your body is trying to tell you something. Poor sleep in older adults is linked to memory decline, heart disease, weakened immunity, and even higher risk of depression or anxiety. Sleep isn't just about how rested you feel, it's about how your entire system recovers and regulates itself. What can you do? Improving your sleep doesn't always require medication. Often, small daily changes can make a big impact. Limit screen time an hour before bed. Create a consistent sleep routine even on weekends. Get natural sunlight in the morning to regulate your circadian rhythm. Avoid heavy meals, caffeine, or alcohol too close to bedtime. Keep your bedroom cool, quiet, and dark. These aren't complicated fixes. They're gentle resets that help your body do what it's designed to do. Pay attention tonight. When you go to bed tonight, ask yourself, how do I actually feel in the morning? Is my sleep refreshing or just restless? Has my pattern changed in the last year? Because how well you rest tonight may very well shape how strong and steady you feel tomorrow and far beyond. Sign 5. Your appetite and eating habits. The next sign is something many people overlook until it changes. It's not just about what you eat. It's about how you eat and whether your body is still asking for nourishment the way it used to. Appetite isn't only about hunger. It's a signal of your metabolism, your immune strength, and even your emotional health. Appetite changes may seem subtle, but in older adults, they often point to something deeper. Just like sleep or balance, the way you eat says more about your overall health than most people realize. Sign 5. Your appetite and eating habits. Let's revisit Susan, age 74. She used to enjoy food, she looked forward to meals, but lately she finds herself skipping breakfast. Some days she only eats because she knows she should. Her portions are smaller, she feels full faster, and she's dropped weight without trying. What Susan doesn't realize is this: her loss of appetite isn't just a minor inconvenience. It's her body's quiet way of waving a red flag. Appetite is a reflection of inner health. In older adults, decreased appetite can be linked to digestive issues, hormonal changes, undiagnosed infections or chronic conditions, or even early signs of cognitive decline. And when your appetite drops, so does your nutrient intake. That means less protein to maintain muscle, less fiber to keep digestion moving, and fewer vitamins and minerals to protect your immune system. The body begins to break down. Muscle, when the body isn't getting enough fuel, it starts breaking down muscle tissue for energy. That leads to weakness, frailty, and an increased risk of falls, slower recovery, and even hospitalization. And for many older adults, this begins without pain. Just small signs like skipping meals or feeling tired for no reason. Don't ignore the subtle signals. If you've noticed feeling full quickly, skipping meals without hunger, unintentional weight loss, or just a general lack of interest in food, those are signals worth listening to. You don't need to force yourself to eat large meals, but you do need to stay consistent with nourishing whole foods. What can you do? Here are small, effective changes that can make a big difference. Eat smaller, more frequent meals throughout the day. Focus on protein-rich foods like eggs, fish, tofu, yogurt, or beans. Add healthy fats like avocado nuts or olive oil for energy. Don't forget hydration. Sometimes loss of appetite comes from mild dehydration. And if preparing food feels like a chore, try batch cooking or asking loved ones for support. Eating isn't just about calories. It's about giving your body the building blocks it needs to stay strong, mobile, and independent. Sign 6. Your ability to handle stress. Here's something many people overlook. How you handle stress in your 70s and beyond may directly influence how long you live. Because chronic stress doesn't just live in your head, it affects your entire body. Chronic stress isn't just emotional, it's physical. Long-term stress can suppress your immune system, raise your blood pressure, disrupt your sleep, trigger inflammation throughout the body, and increase your risk of heart disease, depression, and even cognitive decline. Meet John and Richard. Both are 76. Both have had their share of life's challenges, health scares, family disagreements, financial stress. John practices deep breathing, goes for short walks, and makes time for friends. He doesn't try to control everything. He simply lets go of what he can't change. Richard, on the other hand, holds on tight. He worries constantly. He overthinks everything from the bills to the weather. His mind is a constant loop of what-ifs. Over time, that stress wears him down. His sleep becomes fragmented. His blood pressure climbs, and his energy slowly drains. Stress accelerates aging. Stress releases cortisol, a hormone that, when elevated over time, can weaken the immune response, increase inflammation, and even shrink areas of the brain tied to memory and emotional control. The result: your body feels older than your age, and small setbacks feel overwhelming. How can you manage it? You don't need a retreat or a therapist to manage stress. Start with these simple tools: mindful breathing for 5 minutes a day, a walk around the block, listening to music from your youth, laughing with a friend, or simply writing down your thoughts in a notebook. The key isn't to eliminate stress, it's to move through it with awareness and gentleness, because the more calm you bring into your life, the more space your body has to heal, recover, and thrive. Ask yourself this: when problems come your way, Do you pause, breathe, and look for solutions? Or do you tense up, dwell, and spiral? Your answer says more about your future health than you think. Because resilience isn't just mental, it's biological. Coming up, sign 7. Just as important as stress and sleep is connection. And the people you stay close to may be one of the most powerful factors in how long and how well you live after 70. And speaking of things that keep us grounded and resilient, nothing is more powerful or more easily overlooked than the strength of your connections with others. Sign 7, your social connections. Let's talk about something that can't be measured with a scale or a stopwatch, but still deeply shapes your health, your relationships. Decades of research spanning from Harvard's landmark studies to international longevity reports have consistently shown that strong social ties may be one of the most reliable predictors of living longer and living well after 70. Two women, two paths picture Eleanor and Barbara, both 78. Eleanor still chats with her high school friends every week. She participates in a local book club. She looks forward to Sunday dinners with her family. Even short conversations at the market or while walking her dog leave her smiling. She laughs, often shares her thoughts, and feels connected to the world around her. Barbara, on the other hand, has slowly drifted into solitude. Many of her close friends have moved away or passed on. Her family is still around, but she rarely reaches out. Days blend into weeks without meaningful conversation, and over time, her health begins to reflect her isolation. Her mood dips. Her energy wanes. She feels less motivated to cook, walk, or care for herself. The spark that once lit her days begins to flicker. Loneliness isn't just sad, it's dangerous. It might sound emotional, but it's deeply physical. Studies have linked chronic loneliness in older adults to a higher risk of heart disease, weakened immune response, faster cognitive decline, and even increased early mortality. That's because social connection boosts brain stimulation, stress reduction, production of oxytocin and serotonin too. Hormones essential for emotional and physical balance. So when connection fades, the body suffers quietly even before the mind realizes it. What can you do? Connection doesn't require big gestures or large crowds. Sometimes it starts with a phone call to an old friend, a regular walk with a neighbor, joining a local group with shared interests, volunteering for a cause you care about, or simply taking time to speak from the heart with someone you trust. Even a 10-minute conversation can lift your brain, your heart, and your spirit. Because it's not just about staying busy, it's about feeling seen, heard, and valued, especially in this chapter of life. Final thoughts. Where do you stand now that you've learned these 7 powerful signs? Let's pause, take a breath. Ask yourself, am I moving through life with strength and clarity, or have I noticed small changes, slower steps, shorter sleep, quieter meals that might be pointing me towards something deeper? The beauty of these signs is that they aren't fixed. They're not fate. They're feedback from your own body and your own life. And most of them can be improved with awareness, gentle action, and support. What you can start today. If something spoke to you in this video, here's where to begin. Take more walks, even short ones. Practice standing on one leg. Add strength exercises, even if it's lifting soup cans. Prioritize good, consistent sleep. Tune into your appetite and eat nourishing foods. Find small ways to manage stress, breathing, walking, talking, and most of all, stay connected to people who care about you, not because you should, but because you deserve to feel strong and supported every day you're given. A gentle reminder before you go. Longevity isn't just about how long you live. It's about how deeply you live with presence, purpose, and peace of mind. And that journey doesn't require perfection. It just asks for one step at a time. Thank you for being here with us today. Stay connected with life. After 60 today. If something in this video helped you pause, reflect, or feel a little more hopeful, tap like to help others discover it. Subscribe to Life After 60 today for more heartfelt practical guidance. And when you're ready to keep learning, keep growing, and keep living with intention, explore more videos in our playlist, because your next step might be the one that changes everything. Take good care, and we'll see you in the next video.